2025 AIG Women's Open champion Miyu Yamashita.
It's been a goal of mine, something I've worked towards for my whole life.
Has to go.
Miyu sunk her birdie opportunity.
Number one on tour from
LPGA, you can never count someone out, even when they're 8 back from the leader. Going into the final round
Was definitely a motivation and just gave me a lot of inspiration to be able to have this victory, and so happy to join.
Standing only 4 feet 11 inches high, in a game fixated on strength and yardage, she was overlooked for her whole career. Critics called her too tiny. Skeptics argued she could not battle on the biggest stage. The experts disregarded her Japanese success, labeling it merely minor league golf. Then she arrived on the LPGA Tour in 2025 and completely destroyed those assumptions. 2 wins featuring a major title plus $3.3 million in prize money. World number 6 top rookie of the year pick, player of the year contender, all in her debut season. Here is the tale of Miyu Yamashita, the petite Japanese prodigy who showed that grit, craft, and unwavering focus count for infinitely more than stature. From ruling Japan to seizing the global spotlight, from total obscurity to being impossible to overlook, the sport is still struggling to grasp what just occurred. Witness the ascent of the giant killer. Before Miyu Yamashita was an LPGA phenomenon, she was already an icon in Japan. Yet the golf scene wasn't taking notice, and that was its first colossal error. Born August 2, 2001 in Nayagawa, Osaka, Miyu first swung a golf club at age 5. A simple childhood interest soon morphed into a passion. When she turned pro in 2020 at only 19, she was already seen as one of Japan's most promising stars. Her rookie year on the Japanese LPGA circuit, decent, yet not amazing. She made cuts, built up skill, learned the daily routine. Then 2021 came and everything shifted. The KKT Cup Vauntelaine Ladies Open, Yamashita's first career triumph. She went 14 under par and declared herself a threat to be respected. Yet that was merely the warm-up. The true show arrived in 2022, and it was truly magnificent. 5 wins. 5. On one of the globe's toughest female tours, she led the money list with over 235 million yen earned, took the Mercedes ranking as the youngest ever winner, logged the lowest roaring average on the tour, landed in the top 10 a stunning 21 times in just 1 year. Oh, and one other thing, she was the first in JLPGA history to fire a round of 60. Yes, 60. A near flawless day that broke records and proved Miyu Yamashita wasn't just great, she was exceptional. 2023 kept up the mastery. More wins, more earnings titles, back-to-back Player of the Year awards. By late 2024, Yamashita had piled up 13 triumphs on the Japan LPGA Tour. 13 wins before even getting her full LPGA Tour card. But here's what made her truly unique. Her clutch trait. In 2023, she led all JLPGA players with an 88.333% par save rate. When others broke under the heat, Miyu soared. When contests got close, she improved. She also led with 17 eagles that year, showing she had a killer instinct when chances appeared. Yet despite this wild resume, global media barely blinked. Japan's tour, while fierce, lacks the worldwide fame the LPGA demands. So while Yamashita ruled one of the hardest circuits, most Western fans had never heard of her. That oversight was about to become quite awkward. December 2024, the LPGA final qualifier in Mobile, Alabama. Q School, golf's ultimate stress test, where hopes are built or crushed. Hundreds of women vying for rare LPGA cards. The stakes were immense. Yamashita didn't just get her card. She crushed the group, finished first, medalist honors at 27 under par. It wasn't tight, she didn't scrape by. She led from wire to wire, stating that her entry to the LPGA Tour wouldn't be silent. Yet even then, analysts shrugged. She is big in Japan, they claimed. Let's see how she manages the LPGA. That doubt, it drove her. The 2025 season began fine for Yamashita. She made cuts, hit top 10s, displayed consistency. But winning, that felt like a task in progress. Maybe next year, Maybe she needed time to adapt. Then came August, Royal Porthcawl, Wales, the AIG Women's Open. One of the 5 major titles, the largest stages, the brightest lights, the wildest pressure, and Miyu Yamashita was ready to produce one of the year's most stunning major displays. Friday morning, round 2, Yamashita shot a scorching 7 under 65 that vaulted her to the leaderboard's peak, the lead she took that day. She never let it go. For 3.5 rounds, Miyu managed the event with ice-cold focus. Of course, drama arose, because it always does in major. England's Charlie Hull, playing for a loud home crowd, mounted a fierce charge Sunday. She closed the gap, got within striking range. The tension was choking. But here's where Yamashita's past dominance in Japan, under stress, paid huge dividends. Hull found a bunker on 16, bogey, then another bogey on 17. The threat vanished just as fast as it had formed. Yamashita stayed calm all through. When she made a vital par save on the 14th, it showed a winner's mind. No panic, no crash, just steady, relentless skill. Walking up the 18th, Yamashita knew a bogey would still seal the win. She hit rough off the tee, but a wise layup and safe chip to the green killed the drama. 2 putts later, she was a major victor. Final score, 11 under par, 2 shots clear of Hull and Japan's Minami Katsu at 24 in her first full LPGA year. Miyu Yamashita had won the AIG Women's Open. The interview, done through a translator, was pure heart. To win such a historic event before all these great fans is such an amazing feeling, she said, tears welling as it sank in. She became the 3rd Japanese woman to take the Women's Open, joining an elite group, her first major, her first LPGA win, her first victory abroad, all in one grand Sunday at Royal Porthcawl. The golf world's response? Shock, respect, and suddenly, all asked who this 4'11" powerhouse was and how they missed her skill for so long. Prize cash, $115 million. World ranking soared, but more crucially, Yamashita proved she fit on golf's main stage. The "let's see how she handles pressure" crowd went mute. That should have been enough for a rookie year. A major title, career made, legacy set. Most would coast through the year, enjoying the feat. Not Miyu Yamashita. She was only starting. Let's pause and view exactly how wild Miyu Yamashita's 2025 rookie run has been, because the stats are totally mind-blowing. Event performance: 21 played, 19 cuts made, 90.5% rate. Elite steadiness: 11 top 10s in half her starts, 16 top 25s, and 2 victories. AIG Women's Open and Maybank Championship. Both wins came in dramatic style. Won a major. Won a historic rally, financial rule, official earnings total, $3,334,941, ranks 3rd on the 2025 LPGA cash list, only trailing Minji Lee, $3.8 million, and Gino Thidicol, $3.5 million. Remember, this is her rookie year. World rankings and points. Now world number 6 in the Rolex Women's Golf Rankings. Huge lead in the Louise Suggs Rolex Rookie of the Year. Ranked 2nd only to Gino Thidicol in the LPGA Player of the Year. Gained 500 CME Globe points from the Maybank win alone. Easily qualified for the season-ending CME Group Tour Championship contest. First rookie to win twice in a year since Gino Thidicol. 2022, tied 2nd biggest final round rally, 8 shots since 1980. Major winner in rookie season. Very rare feat, 15 total career wins across LPGA and JLPGA tours. But here is what makes these stats even more impressive. She has done this while being one of the smallest on tour. At 4 feet 11 inches, Yamashita lacks significant length off the tee versus many rivals, yet she has outplayed almost everyone. How? Accuracy, clutch putting, course strategy, mental grit. She does not overpower golf courses. She dissects them with surgical skill. Her custom Spider Tour X putter has been totally lethal. Those 20-foot playoff putts don't occur by luck. Her Srixon irons have been sharp all season, letting her hit greens and make birdie chances even when not bombing drives. And that mental game, built through years of ruling Japan under high stress, it has proven solid on the LPGA Tour's largest stages. The link to other legendary rookie years is striking. Japan with all eyes gazing. The pressure will be immense, but if August and November taught us anything, heat brings out her best. After Japan, just 2 events are left: the Annika and the CME Group Tour Championship. The finale in Naples, Florida offers a $4 million top prize, the biggest in women's golf history. Yamashita is totally in the mix for that title, but here is where things get really intriguing. She is now firmly in the Player of the Year talk. Only Gino Thiticule, the world #1, is ahead of her in that race. One more win, especially the CME title, and Yamashita could realistically steal the prize. Think on that for a second. Winning Player of the Year as a rookie, it would be one of the most dominant debuts in LPGA history. The Sol LM Cup impacts are huge too, for future global team events. Sponsors are lining up. Her brand list already has Srixon gear. She is active on social media, sharing food trips with her younger sister Rand, also a golfer. Whether celebrating top 5 finishes with ice cream, trying fries in Singapore for the first time, or grabbing ramen, Miyu shows a real side that fans love. She isn't trying to be a corporate robot. She is just herself. A 24-year-old who loves food, loves golf, and happens to be exceptionally good at both. But the pressure is growing. Every event now comes with heavy expectations. Can she win again? Will she handle being the favorite instead of the underdog? How will she react when rivals start planning just to beat her? These are fair questions, but if history tells us anything, betting against Miyu Yamashita is a losing game. So what does Miyu Yamashita's rapid rise really mean for golf? First, it reminds us that talent is global, and ignoring tours outside the LPGA as lesser is foolish and short-sighted. Yamashita ruled Japan's tour, and that skill translated perfectly to the world stage. The gap between JLPGA and LPGA isn't nearly as big as Western analysts assume. Second, it breaks the myth that size and power are needed for success in modern golf. At 4'11", Yamashita has outplayed rivals much taller and longer. She proved that accuracy, course smarts, mental grit, and clutch putting count infinitely more than hitting bombs off the tee. Third, she is the future of women's golf. Global stars from diverse places bringing different styles and views to the tour. The LPGA is richer because players like Yamashita challenge old ideas of what a champion looks like. But mostly, Miyu Yamashita's story is about refusing to accept limits. Doubters said she was too small. Skeptics said Japan's tour wasn't real rivalry. Critics said she'd need years to adapt to the LPGA. She replied by winning a major and pulling off an improbable comeback, all in her rookie year. At 24, the scary part, she is only getting started. This isn't a peak, it is the base. With perhaps 15+ years of elite golf ahead, the records she could break and legacy she could build are limitless. Will she be Japan's first world #1? Surely possible. Will she win more majors? The way she plays, it seems inevitable. Will she rule the LPGA like she ruled the JLPGA? Early signs say yes. The golf world erred by ignoring Miyu Yamashita for so long. They won't make that mistake again, because the 4'11" giant killer isn't done shocking us. She is just getting warmed up. If you are inspired by this tale, and want to follow Miyu Yamashita's historic rookie season and beyond, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and post your thoughts below, because we are watching a legend be born, and you won't want to miss a single moment. The giant killer is here to stay, and golf will never be the same.